But no, yeah, we either give Ellie the full entire truth, or we tell her you're not old enough for that. It's one or the other. It's never something in between, because
Okay.
and that's usually what it is.
Yeah, and I don't think my parents ever gave me any of the "you're never" or "you're not old enough for that." Granted, I never asked them the question. I never asked them about the birds and bees because I found Playboys. I didn't need didn't
Yeah,
need their input on that.
yeah. See, and I didn't
I
either because I had Nick Pucci's cousin, and he told us everything that we didn't need to know. I mean, we were like 13,
okay,
and he was, I mean, 18.
okay.
I mean, it's like he told us everything we didn't even need to know.
Yeah, and I mean, luckily, the internet was a thing.
Yep.
I definitely got a lot of information from there. But
Yep.
I think that's one of the good things about being curious and cautious, I guess you could say. I take a lot of this stuff that I read with a grain of salt,
Yep.
and I get multiple sources. So typically, when you get something that jives a bunch and you don't get a whole ton of alternating information or stuff that doesn't seem batshit crazy, a lot of times you can pretty much connect the dots and stuff makes more sense.
Yep. Oh, God.
You should really be playing the modded server.
Dude, I actually almost downloaded the mods. Oh, I have way too many sort access now.
Oh, I've got to make sure you have all the most
Yeah, that was.
recent one.
I almost went on
Let
and
me.
did that all earlier today when Ellie and I were just hanging out down here. And I was just
Gotta
like, dude, I was
go.
like, I have no motivation for all the modded shit. I was like, and I have so many ideas that I want to do for this server right now that I haven't been able to like even put to paper. That like, if I'm overwhelmed just thinking about that server right now. So I was
Nah,
just like, I was
nah,
just like, all
it's
right,
easy.
because like
I'm
I definitely want to come check
sending
it
you.
out.
I'm sending you two more mods that you gotta add.
Oh, thanks, Cody.
Um, what's even scarier is Mark told me I need to add even more mods. I have, I think, 3 more written down.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm up to 25 now. It's not that bad, and half of them are support or library files for the other mods. So it's and some of them are just like tiny. Actually, I should get rid of a couple of them.
Okay.
Like I have one called Trading Post,
Yeah,
and
I did read all your guys' messages. Um, Big that on Friday when I went through and I was like, yes, no, this, whatever. I was actually responding to everything.
okay,
I don't
yeah,
remember
I
what I
didn't
was
know what
responding
you
to.
were exactly. I didn't know either, so that's why I just went okay. But like the one I have called Trading Post, it was supposed to give you a central spot. So in a certain area, I think it was like a 3 chunk by 3 chunk, you could place that thing down, and in that one block, you could trade with all villagers within range.
Okay.
And so I was just like, oh, that's a really cool idea. And I made one and I placed it down, and it was literally you scroll. It's top to bottom. There's no, I don't think there was skipping traders or villagers, which makes things way more complicated. You could search for stuff,
Okay.
so that's always good. But I exit out of the UI for it, so like I close the trade. I turn around and started to walk away, and when I turned back, as soon as I faced the table, my FPS tanked. Like I hit 2 frames per second anytime I looked in that direction,
That's weird.
and I was just like, "Yep, nope." So I broke the table. I have it stashed somewhere, but like I could delete that one. That one's not used. Um, I could delete Biomes of Plenty because it never generated.
Okay.
and I didn't need to do anything. It was supposed to auto-generate because it said it works on its own in 1.18. Said anything before that, you have to specify that as the world type. I didn't read that till long after I created the world, so I was just like, well, a little too late for that. What other ones do we not need? Actually, I use all of them. All the other mods I use.
Okay.
I mean, part of me wants to get rid of corpse because it's too easy.
What's corpse?
It's corpse. When you die, all your stuff stays in a corpse.
Okay.
It doesn't toss all your stuff everywhere. And yeah, it's cool, but it's just like, I mean, we could have just left the don't lose items upon death turned on.
That'd be the same thing, yeah.
I mean, you still gotta go retrieve your stuff, and
But it
I
just
have
doesn't
never.
disappear.
It's a time delay. I
Okay.
can set the amount of time. I've never changed it, and I don't want to find out how long it takes to despawn. I can also change it. So if we had other people playing our server, people we didn't know, I could set it so that they can't access your corpse for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
I can also make it so they can't access your corpse, period. But I figure, you know, we should have somebody be lootable after 45 minutes or something like that, you know.
Yeah,
When you
absolutely.
had more than enough time to go get your stuff. But I mean, I've still, when Mark got the raid in Farmtown and caused that, I died at least 6 times. And each time I died, at first I grabbed a full kit from my respawn area, the death box, where I had all netherite gear and everything. And I had, I think, 3 of those at the time, full netherite everything, and I kept dying. And then it just got to the point where I was like, oh, it looks like we're going to diamond, because that's all I got. And then I just stopped even grabbing armor, because I was just like, there's no way I'm getting everything back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want everything back. Insane. But, like, and, a lot of work.
Well, where did you keep dying at? You called it Farm Town?
Farmtown, that was the spawn town. You got that far, I believe. I know you had joined our world. Yeah, because you went to the dirt place that is no longer a dirt place.
Okay.
But like, that's the beauty of teleporters, is you can go somewhere and, you know, fuck right off way far away, and all of a sudden you need something. It's like, oh, cool. I don't have to fly for 25 minutes to get, you know, a shulker of freaking moss blocks or fucking wood.
Yeah.
But the one mod we have is overpowered as a motherfucker. Infinite trading.
So you just
So
keep
it doesn't.
trading nonstop. It doesn't like.
Yes, it won't lock the villager trade.
Okay.
I mean, there's a way to do that in vanilla, so that is in the game. So apparently, there's a thing called void trading, where there's a way to do it in the void, and there's a way to do it in the overworld. I don't know the differences between the two that would make for benefits, but anyways, he explained it, and I was drifting in and out. I was falling asleep. It was past my bedtime. Don't give me shit.
Oh, I understand.
So, anyways, you're on a minecart, and then you basically hit the button to send the minecart off, and you interact. You do a trade with him, and you wait until you're X amount of blocks away before you finish the trade, so it doesn't register as one of his trades for the day, yet you get the item and you spend the emeralds.
Okay.
And you just keep doing it infinitely. It just takes longer. So Mark wanted diamonds, and there's no great way to get a good source of diamonds without our just insane amount of grinding to
Oh yeah.
get ore. And I mean, I could do that. I have gotten 2 stacks of diamond blocks worth. So that's what, 128 times 9.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking diamond.
Enough.
So I did that. I mean, I didn't do it all the most legitimate way, because I do have the resource pack called X-Ray, where it
Yeah, I
does a
know what that is.
wireframe of. Okay, yeah. So I use that for some of it. I mean, I still, when I'm digging, I still stumble across diamonds. So I mean, it's gonna happen. But yeah, um, he wants to do the entire floor in his one. Stop it, cat! Quit yelling at me.
I thought that was your ooh wee phone thing.
No, it's the freaking cat. But he wants to do the whole floor in one of the rooms of his pyramid. And so far he has a room made in. I'm actually just gonna go there and I'll just describe the shit I see.
Okay.
I'm a little mad because he stole one of the room ideas from me, which takes away from the glory of my entire gold room. So he made a series of rooms entirely out of emerald.
Okay. I think I was
Oh,
on when you guys
wow.
were talking about that last time.
Yeah, so, okay, he's actually started storing stuff. Okay, it's all trash. Because, I mean, all the good stuff he's using to build, I gave him, so. But, yeah, emerald, because our super overpowered. Oh, cool, he has a furnace wall with no feed mechanisms attached, so it's incredibly slow. Cool, 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 cool. I shall stick to one of either my massive auto smelter, which is freaking amazing, greatest thing ever. Or I had the forge, which auto feeds buckets of lava, but you still have to manually toss in all the stacks, which sucks. Yeah, he's less than halfway through the room. So,
Okay.
anyways, we got a mod for that because he wants diamond. So I got the mod called Diamond Nuggets that allows you to smelt diamond tools into a singular nugget, and like the gold and iron ones, it's 9 nuggets per diamond or ingot,
Okay.
and 9 of those per block, and he wants an entire floor made from blocks. So, due to our awesomely overpowered trading, I have infinite emeralds. Just stupid amounts. I have a literal double chest filled with shulker boxes, completely filled. Every single one. Full 64 stats, 64 blocks per shulker, full.
Okay.
I did the math and it was over 100,000. Because it wasn't just that chest. I have it in some more in another chest too. It's retarded. So that's one of the reasons my vault is quite full of stuff. But he's with the trading. I got it. One of the other mods we have is more villagers that offer different trades, because these villagers, when I was going through the trade list, I was just like, well, this needs to happen because it's good stuff.
Okay.
So we trade with them. There's a villager that trades logs. You give them emeralds, they give you 6 logs, which is crazy overpowered, because I give them a stack of emeralds, they give me 6 stacks of logs.
I mean, that's, just a little unrealistic, but
But each one has different offers. So like this one I'm looking at, he does birch logs, dark oak, acacia, warped stem, and crimson stem.
is that how you say it,
And
acacia?
yeah,
That is good to know.
okay.
I've always said it wrong. That's all.
Okay.
Continue. Ow. Fuck.
But yeah, then the one next to him sells most of the same, but he sells a spruce in there. I don't have one that does oak, but I will murder one of the other villagers and make it happen if I need it. But anyways, so there's those guys. They also sell diamond tools. So I put a massive auto smelter with blast furnaces in the floor. Okay, not massive, not like my other one. This one only has 16.
Okay.
With basically auto feed chests on top. And they smelt fast enough. Actually, that was the science experiment I was going to do to see if any of the tools smelt faster than the other ones. Because if we can smelt them faster, we can do more quicker. But yeah, another time. Then there's an oceanographer who sells, he buys prismarine, sells sea lanterns, sells sponges, nautilus shells, hearts of the sea, and tridents.
Okay.
I mean, some of them are crazy expensive. Like, 23 emeralds for a trident isn't expensive by any means. Not, especially not when
But
emeralds are free.
yeah.
But
That's
like,
also not cheap.
yeah, but with overpowered trading, it's free.
Yeah.
Plus, when you have resources like I do, so like I have a hunter, he buys gunpowder. I have 2 farms that make gunpowder, the gas farm and the mob farm.
Okay.
So, like, I have insane amounts of gunpowder. They also buy bones, which is one of the byproducts of the mob farm. So, like, I have ways to get emeralds crazy easy. That's how I did it before this stuff was overpowered. But, like, the hunter sells magma cream, blaze rods. I mean, he sells gas tiers, but, who
Don't need
wouldn't have made the
those.
farm if I knew I could buy them later? But he also sells rabbit's foots, and I was just like, oh my god, this guy is, he has everything I want, or, well, a lot of stuff I need for potion making. Like, he sells fermented spider eyes. So I basically have infinite cures for whomever wants to do trading on the cheap. So we just infect them, because every trading hall I've made, which there's 3 of them, and they each have, they're fully staffed. There's 5, 10, 15, 19. There's 26 villagers in every trading hall.
Jesus.
Yeah, I scattered them all over the map too, because, lag issues.
Yeah.
Not that it's, we teleport right there, so it didn't. I don't even remember where half these stupid things are, so if the teleporters ever break, I can't play the game. I don't remember where stuff. I do have the map, but
I said, did you ever map it out?
well, I have a map. That was one of the first mods I put on there. I do want to get the mini map that will actually throw up on the screen, but it also allows you to do waypoints, and you can name waystones, which is one of the other things we have, and I have so many freaking waystones. Donkulous. yeah, then there's like we got a miner who sells calcite. He buys deep slate. Like that right there is infinite emeralds.
Calcite, that's
But
the white stuff, right?
yes, that's
Yep.
the stuff around geodes.
Okay.
But he sells 2 amethyst shards for an emerald. So free amethyst, free. I actually bought 9 shulker boxes worth of shards from him today. Because I made 2 shulkers full of tinted glass, which I actually got to offload some of that shit too. But I wanted to put a tube on the drop chute for my gold farm because they die so quickly and so violently. They splash gold nuggets and rotting flesh outside of the collection area.
Okay.
So I made a tube all the way from the lowest platform down to the collection area. So everything goes into the system. One of the guys, the enderologist, he buys endstone, sells end rods, buys popped chorus fruit. He sells phantom membranes. He sells fireworks, dragon's breath, shulker cells, and dragon heads.
He sells dragon's breath?
Yes, and I was just like, oh, hot damn. So I have, I think, 6 or 8 stacks of dragon's breath now because I wanted it for potions because that's how you make lingering potions.
Yep.
And I, of course, didn't include that in my auto potion brewer because I was like, I'm not going to do... Yep. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to do the bullshit of collecting it when I fight the dragon again. I'm not going to do it. That's a lot of work. I always die a bunch. I don't want to do it. And now that I have an infinite amount, I was like, I should really revisit this. But there's also a florist. He sells honeycomb, glowberries, small drip leaves, honey bottles. He buys moss. He sells bee nests. Some of them sell explorer maps. And if I had that enderologist, if I had him in the end dimension, he would sell end city maps.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. But I was just like, I mean, I have a map and a ton of elytras all figured out. One of the villagers is an engineer. Like, he was one of the first people that me and Mark filled our inventories with. He's a redstone guy.
Okay. So what does he all sell then?
He buys redstone dust. He sells repeaters, droppers, comparators, both types of pistons.
You know, the shit that you don't like making?
Yeah, well, and a lot of this stuff is like, it's not that it sucks to make, it's cost-wise, it's the whole click, then shift click, then click, then shift click, and then, like, it's just, I hate doing that, and with the auto crafters, it makes it faster, but why do that when I can just buy full stacks? But, like, he also sells daylight detectors and hoppers. So, like, just in this thing alone, we have, between 2 guys, we have all we need to make a sorter system.
Okay.
And to make an autocrafter. Actually, the main reason I got this mod was because of the netherologist.
Okay, so please tell me what the hell a netherologist is.
So he'll buy basalt, blackstone, obsidian, gold, but he sells nether bricks, which are trash. Like, nobody gives a shit about those. I mean, if they would lighten it up just a little bit, so you could actually see it. Like, every single resource pack I've viewed it with, they always look stupid.
Okay.
Like, it's not a good looking block. Anyways, He also sells nether quartz ore, which really doesn't do anything for me. The one reason I had to get him is they sell the pig step disc.
That's cheating, but yes.
It's
I
absolutely
understand.
cheating. Well, I was mad because I was told you can find those discs in the bastions.
Yeah, I told you that. That's where I found it.
Yeah, I went to a bastion. I couldn't find it.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
it's not.
disassembled the entire bastion.
Yeah, it's not 100% find. It's a you got to find it in one of the chests, and it's like
Yeah,
a
and that's
I
that's
forget what
that's
percent it is.
stupid.
Yep.
I tried and it wasn't there, so I got it a different way. So victory is mine.
Yeah, I found two in one. Like I'd never found any, and then all of a sudden I found two at one single place. I was just like, all right.
I have still never once found any music disc in Minecraft, period, in any playthrough.
That's insane. I
And
mean, shit, Wes and I found some in our hardcore already.
yeah, well, and the thing is I don't. I mean, I explore, but I don't do dungeon stuff, which I really should, because I have these really cool torch arrows. And I have netherite torch arrows, so they're regular arrows, but they do +6 damage.
Okay.
So it's a one-hit kill for like everything.
Or those ones you made Mark use, because
That I made mark you.
the torch arrows.
I gave him a bunch, but I didn't give him the netherite ones.
Okay.
I gave him an entire shulker box full of the specialty arrows because I know he won't make them.
I thought you said you gave him a shitload of the torch arrows because he won't light anything up or something.
I did because he's just trash at lighting up his frickin' areas.
Oh, I know.
So
He was the same way in Core Keeper. Drove me nuts.
yeah, so I gave him arrows that I was like, dude, use these as arrows, and if you miss, you light your area up. Like, and then, when you're down there dinking around looking at stuff, just fire a few arrows into the walls. It's super easy. And so, to prove a point, every time I go to visit him, I fire a bunch at his stuff. So he has to look at my poorly placed torches in weird spots. Ooh, you are a pesky skeleton. I'm a little surprised. Oh, a little surprised at his ability to strafe. Yeah, you better run, cow.
You better
You are
run.
not safe. And you don't have to worry about me, because I don't need cow stuff. You know? Good to not need certain things, like, oh, you need this? Oh, cool, I got a farm for that. I have infinite. People are like, it takes the fun out of the game. It's like, no, bitch, I gotta grind to make the farm. Like that. You know how much work it takes to make a shulker shell farm? Too much. Don't do it. But it's awesome. I have more shulker shells than I will ever need.
I wish I had two.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at that point once, and now it's like, oh no, what do I do with
What
all
do I
these
do with
extra
my
shells?
2,000?
I don't have. I might have 2,000. Because a shulker box holds over 1,000, and I had a full shulker box, and there was still some left in the chest in the farm. So yeah, there's over 1,000 shells. But I also learned how to make a chunk loader in that video.
Okay.
Advancing. Woo-hoo. But now it's like I kind of want to see if I can make a chunk loader for the iron farm.
Okay.
Like, part of me wants to see if I'm capable of turning that on and leaving it loaded because that doesn't require a player presence, but it might crash the server.
Which would be, you know, fun.
I mean, the server's kind of a joke anyways, so it doesn't take much to crash it. Oh, that's water down there. I was not. Why are my arrows not sticking? Oh, I'm out of torch arrows. That's why. What an idiot.
That'll do it.
I was like, they're going right through because I ran out of torch arrows and I'm using vexing arrows, which pass through walls. First time I used one, I ended up killing Mark with it. Didn't think my aim would be that good.
Let's see, do you deserve it though?
I mean, as Mark, he always does.
Alright then, see?
I just got a Steam message. I didn't know I was on Steam right now.
Tell you what, it was.
I just got another Steam message. Alright, what the hell? Steam. Okay. Oh, I wonder if she's back. One of my coworkers, she impulse bought herself a Venus flytrap plant.
That sounds
she
fun.
wanted, yeah, I wanted one of those, and she's got a bachelor's in science. She's working on her master's degree right now, but she wants to go into wastewater treatment plants. I was just like, that's interesting. But she was talking about one of her things she did in college was about enzymes in the basins of the pitcher plants, which are carnivorous.
Okay.
But like we were talking about that, and she impulse bought one Venus flytrap, and she was like, "I need a name for it." So she's a gamer nerd, and one of the games she likes to play is Borderlands. I was like, Claptrap.
Yes, sir.
And then I was like, okay, name it Venus Flytrap DeMilo. And she actually liked that one.
You know, I like Claptrap.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm a child, so.
Yeah.
And an immature child at that, so.
Well, Claptrap is a character name.
Yeah, I know. But it also sounds fun.
It does sound funny.
Haha.
Ha ha ha.
Gotta clap him, trap. Hi, Jackson.
Hola. I don't need to be a straighter. Oh, where to go?
See, because Claptrap was that little dude with the wheel.
Yeah.
Machine,
The
yeah.
robot that guided you through a bunch of shit.
Yep.
Gave you your missions and whatnot. I think. Pretty sure. It's been so long since I played. There's no message. Toss that in there. Her brain was telling her to name it Ted or something completely out of left field.
Well.
Could also name it Jaws. That's
Dun
a
dun.
pretty cool name.
It is.
Where am I gonna stash all this tinted glass? I also learned that with tinted glass, you can break it with any tool and it will drop itself. You don't need silk touch.
With any tinted glass,
Correct.
and that's without it being a modded server.
Yes, I will test it. Be sure. So I already tested. I'll do it with a sword. Yep, even with a sword, it drops it.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, I just used the sword. I mean, my shovel's got silk touch, so that's irrelevant. My axe has silk touch, and my other pick. So yeah, that was really the only tool I had left. Is that tinted glass there? I can't tell. Gonna name it Claptrap Jaws de Milo.
Big name.
The third.
The third.
Just love the thought of two other generations of Venus flytraps also being called that. Okay, shit, that's what its name is. Claptrap Jaws de Milo the Third, Esquire.
That's what.
Oh, part of me hopes she's just like, okay, no, I gotta draw the line there. But the other part of me was hoping it's gonna be one hell of a name tag. I
Oh god.
Back to the task at hand. I gotta get rid of this tinted glass. Keeps distracting me. My ADD is terrible anyways. Oh, there it is! I found... Oh, God. I already had enough tinted glass. I guess there's two more sulfur source.
Dude, I absolutely hate looking for diamonds. I found 0 pieces so far strip mining. And that's over our entire stream. I've strip mined a couple of different streams.
I mean, maybe it's hardcore in more than just one aspect.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's like, we're gonna give you realistic diamonds. Good luck finding the Africa portion.
The Mountain Dew opening day guarantee. If you don't catch a fish, catch a 20 instead.
Hey everyone, welcome slightly down into it, and you guys will actually bamboo and gold and emerald that will hopefully continue stone was. So if you guys aren't used to the deep slate yet, on it to blow it up. It's not enough. Now, the reason that I'm highly recommending that you guys go in a straight path and basically do some strip mining is because going forward in 1.18, you have to obviously deal with deep slate. Now, deep slate, it's not easy to blow it up. It's not easy to even use a beacon in, and even using an efficiency 5 pickaxe on
Out
it
of the way,
is not
cat.
going to be all that helpful.
You are
because it
between
does
me and the
significantly
mouse.
decrease the mining speed of this block because it is so much stronger than just regular stone was. So if you guys aren't used to the deep slate yet,
I am
I
missing
wouldn't
an
really
item.
recommend
What
using
am I?
a beacon.
Oh,
It's only
lights.
a fraction of a second stronger and faster to be able to mine it. But yes, get down to Y59, wherever you guys want to be able to do that, and pretty much just go into a straight line. Now, obviously, you're going to start seeing you have
more
all
than I
these
expected.
lava pools all the way around. You will run into these, so just be prepared for that. And from time to time, you'll actually find some lava below you, but you're pretty much going right down to above the bedrock. So basically, that just means that you're kind of skimming across it. So more than likely, you're not going to run into too much lava that's actually going to be below you, because you will be skimming right across that bedrock level now. But there will be a lot of lava above you, so if you start seeing some drips, I recommend that you have your particles on and definitely have your headset on so you guys can actually hear the lava around you, because it will become very important that you listen and also pay attention when you are now mining than it has ever been done before. But if you guys do have questions regarding anything that we actually went over in today's video, by all means, leave a comment down below, because I'd love to be able to help you guys out and find your diamonds that you guys are looking for. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to check out my hardcore Minecraft series when it is released, hopefully in a couple weeks. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.
Oh, after complaining, I found my first 2 diamonds.
They deep slate, or were they
Deep slate,
Stand-
yeah.
okay?
I'm just still strip
Stone.
mining
Okay.
at
Gonna
negative
say
58.
if you guess you don't play that way. I was gonna say if you come across the stone diamond, or hold on to it because it's more valuable, but playing hardcore, diamonds are more valuable.
I haven't picked it up yet. I'm gonna go back up to the top and see if I have something that I can make a whatchamacallit with to enchantment table.
Oh, a stone pickaxe or an iron with fortune.
Yeah. See if I can get fortune. I'm at level 33, so I can enchant pickaxe twice. Maybe I'll get lucky.
To go by lantern. Is messed up because just run the stupid guardian farm, then you have all the sea lanterns you need. But then I gotta make them, and I'm too lazy.
Don't you have that crafting mod thing?
I do have an auto crafter, but oh, that's the guy. But yeah, in those few seconds it took for us to talk about that, I already have 20 stacks of them
Jesus.
that I have purchased. Yeah. Trading Hall, a little overpowered. But awesome.
Yeah.
So I need to get another 20 stacks. Well, and the crazy thing is I put there's different ways you can do it to get the infinite emeralds, which you can even do in vanilla, because librarians sell glass, so you can buy the glass and then sell the glass panes, or make it into glass panes and
And
then
sell 'em
sell
right
those
back.
glass panes to the cleric, I believe. No, the cartographer, because you need glass to lock your pictures
Okay.
or your maps. Right. Is that back in there? Ooh, okay. Actually, I want to do that one more time. But yeah, so the villager that I use for ridiculous amounts of emeralds, instead of the glass, with the extra arrows mod, the Fletcher can sell some of the extra arrows and they'll buy extra arrows. So since I infected and cured the one, he'll sell you 5 diamond arrows for an emerald, so 5 stacks for 1 stack.
Okay.
And then I have another villager right next to him that buys the diamond arrows for an emerald per arrow, so that that 5-to-1 goes to a 1-to-1, so I can immediately turn 1 stack of emeralds into 5 stack arrows into 5 stacks of emeralds, and exponentially keep increasing that. That's how I got as many emeralds as I have.
That's absolutely insane.
It is. It's quite effective. But so I put a Fletcher. I don't need one in the library because I don't do trading like I do here in the other ones. I mean, I don't need that many enchanted books,
Okay.
and the enchanted books are fairly cheap. I mean, I haven't really tried trading with them since I forced it to not lock out after X amount of trades. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna go back to the vault. So, are you playing in a world that Wes currently plays in? Wait a minute. Where is my other chest? Oh, okay. No, I got it. We're good. I'm dumb. I got it. Figured it out. We're good. I'm an idiot. But what happens if you croak and Wes isn't playing? Is he just gonna reset it?
Well, the plan is that I don't die.
Obviously, that's the whole point of playing hardcore. Dude.
But yeah, I would assume that's what would happen.
Or is it just going to be one of those things where he has a backup saved from before you played, so he just keeps
He does.
resetting it?
Yeah. Let's hope not. I found diamonds, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but he would only reset it if you died, which is a bit more permanent than, oh no, we lost a couple diamonds. That's a little easier to swallow than, oh no, we get to start over again.
Hold on.
When Wes wasn't there and had, no say in the matter.
Hold on 1 second, Cody.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that when I'm done. But it's a holiday tomorrow, so it won't be coming. I can take it on tomorrow night. I'll start the dishwasher when I'm done. I won't. I'll wait till you're gone. Just give me a holler when you're back up. Okay. Well, I'd have to delete my whole stream.
You have to leave your whole stream?
No, I almost had to delete it all. Dana's coming down here butt naked.
But I would have been watching. I mean...
I know. Okay, it would just increase my viewer rate.
Okay. Temporarily, until the mods saw it, and then that'd be the end of that.
Fine, we'll just start an OnlyFans.
I mean, as long as you were able to slip a link in there before you got, banned.
Alright, fine, I'll send it to you, Cody.
Well, it's at least a couple bucks in your pocket.
Woo! Like I said, you have to pay me to keep my clothes on, though.
Who says I'd pay?
Haha. Wow.
Oh, for real?
Unless your name's Steve. Then you gotta pay me to take them off.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I don't pay, I get the nudes, and then I sell them to Steve, and I still profit.
You know, that's a really good outlook you got there. Because that would probably work.
Probably. I'm a freaking genius, and it will work. To top those off, too.
Oh, I just puked in my mouth.
Better yours than mine.
Alright, where the hell's the sun at? Alright. I don't know where the hell it's at. Alright. And then I need bookshelves. Bookshelves. Bookshelf.
So, I had an idea. You know how I'm OCD about my shulker boxes in my ender chest.
Yes.
You're aware of that.
Yes.
I had an idea for another shulker box.
Yes.
And it deals heavily with the mods. I was gonna create a blueprinting shulker. Where I have a bunch of saved blueprints in there where I can plop stuff down at any time as long as I have the materials. So one of the things that I make a lot is the autocrafter and the circuit for it.
Okay.
It's super easy, but it's one of those things where it's just like, all right, I gotta plop down this, I gotta figure out which direction I want it in. I gotta grab these things out of my redstone shulker and do a couple things with it.
Okay.
I was wondering, I was like, I could probably save a blueprint. I mean, I still gotta go in my redstone box and grab out all the stuff I need, but everything should... Oh no. I don't know how well that would work. I mean, I could try. But like, I just, it's a good concept, but I don't think I would need other things that I build more frequently that I want to be able to plop down. Like one of my ideas was like, oh, I could do a freaking auto sorter, the tileable thing. But I was like, that one's easy though. Like I've done that 1,000 times, so I don't have to think about it really.
Motherfucker. I done did fucked up.
Did you died?
Nope. Sorry, I was listening, but no, I was placing my enchantment table thing, and I placed the book in the wrong spot, and I broke it, and, well, I don't have Silk Touch. But sorry, I
Oh,
was
for your
listening.
bookshelf?
Uh-huh.
Oh, and you can't craft more, you don't have leather and wood?
I do. I just had to go all the way back. Well, by all the way, I mean, you know, the 13,
Well, actually,
70
yeah, don't you
feet.
need leather and paper to make book, and then you need a book and wood to make
Yep.
right? Or, oh,
Luckily,
no, that's bookshelf. I don't.
luckily I
Yeah,
had enough books.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I've got all that stuff. Too many of that stuff. Cause my house has a sugarcane farm built right in. So, you know, all the paper I don't need. And then my hoglin farm for food gets me all the leather I need. And if that's not good enough, I have the piglin bartering farm. And, you know, cows.
Gosh.
So I was thinking about it, and I think I gotta go to the Mushroom Island and strike one of my cows with lightning.
Absolutely.
Cause I want a brown mushroom too.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I could put him over here. Let me grab another fence post. We'll make this happen. Cat. Those were my gummy worms. Why would you do this to me? Just being mean to me today, aren't you? You're such a mean cat. Peeing on my floor. Picking down my gummy
Well.
worm. Why do you hate me, cat? So, do more mushroom cows spawn at the island? Or is it one of those, like, once all of them are spawning from initial generation, they don't spawn it?
Not sure. I would
'Cause
assume
I
they would
know,
spawn more in, but I could be completely wrong.
well, and that's another thing, is one of the interesting physics about the mushroom biome is creatures don't spawn there. The only creatures that, as far as I know, that can spawn there be the cows on generation at least. Okay, that's a torch arrow. That's just gonna make him brighter. Okay, let's go try to not. Oh, let's grab a lead.
Oh, don't you know? Oh, shit.
I'm gonna be telling Wes to do that reset there.
Nope. As long as I know how to walk down a hill.
I don't know, man. That can be tricky sometimes.
Dude, who are you telling?
The guy who's struggling.
Struggling to not fall down the whole thing? Yeah.
Going nighttime. Alright, time to go use the bed. So I don't want to deal with those flying jerks. gotta try to hit the ground near the cow. You don't want to hit the cow. The netherite arrow, it will kill it immediately. Okay, I'm gonna hit the ground right there. Ah, it's a brown cow. Come with me. We are friends now.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh no, so exactly.
Oh, okay. No, we just gotta go through the other portal. I forgot that I had my portal for the my one smelter. That was it's much higher up off the ground. Go and let me go and let me push the cow off. No, come on, cow. Yes. Fuck yeah. Okay, so now I gotta get him to the vault. Okay, we gotta go this way. Okay. Oh god, you're gonna make me go on the
Oh, God.
frickin'. Well, he's gonna make me go onto one of the other teleporter pads. So the lead's gonna break. You're literally standing on the pad you need to take. There we go. Go, and then me go, and then I'm gonna take off. Run, 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 run. Come on, get off the... Oh, you bitch. That's what I was trying to avoid. I'm gonna go back to the hub and get the fucking lead. Okay, the lead's still on him. Like, I might have to pull the return crystal out of the pad. Alright. Which is gonna suck because... Okay, you're on there. Good. No, teleport me. No, fucking... Oh, you bitch. Alright, fine. I'm taking the return shard out so you can get fucked. It's gonna break my lead. Is it? Didn't. Alright. Okay, it'll work now. Quit being a dick. Push. Push. No. Go the correct direction. Yes. Yes. There you go. There. Okay. Perfect. Okay. You just hang out with your buddy. Okay. I was going to do one on the other side of the room, but since you were so difficult, you don't get your own spot. We'll teach you to be... Oh, so, well. How do you make bowl? Oh, okay.
Gonna make some mushroom soup.
You bet. Figured I was like, I've never done that in these games, so it's gotta happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I have a crap load of bowls. Let me grab a couple shulker boxes, because this stuff doesn't stack. Which is stupid. Everything else stacks. Like it couldn't find a way to put a wood on a bowl. I believe each one will give you a different type of stew, figuring they're different.
That I'm not sure about.
Well, I mean, brown cows don't give us chocolate milk, so I mean, I'm not the mushroom stew and
Mushroom stew.
yeah, they're all mushroom stew. This is stupid. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. I didn't need 2 mushroom cows for that. Damn it, more. I don't remember how you make suspicious stews. Stew. I can make. Oh, what? You can make netherwort stew? That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, it doesn't.
I'd be curious to see what the saturation would be on something like that. When it takes a warped fungus, a crimson fungus, and a netherwort. That is a very expensive stew. As far as I know, you can't farm crimson fungus or warped fungus. As far as I know.
Paisley, shut up.
No.
I know.
I will not.
It sounds like she's saying too. Like, no. No.
Was she in heat?
No, she got fixed.
Oh.
It's just, the word I'm looking for. Fucking annoying.
So you can only buy suspicious stew. I was hoping you could make it. I wanted to make the things of blindness. I could have sworn you could make them. Why? Unless it's one of those stupid recipes that's hidden until you make it.
It might be.
Well, no, because I have the JEI, the just enough items. So it gives me all the recipes for everything on the side of my screen whenever I open a chest or something. It's not in there in the inventory UI. Actually, I'm gonna go drop off all these stupid bowls because I don't need anymore. Good thing I made frickin' 10 stacks of them.
Good thing.
Well, I was like, cool, I can fill inventory with it and then do fun stuff with different stews. And then I filled 3 shulkers with stew before I realized I can't really use it. So. Stupid. It looks like there's 3 shulkers of useless stew going into the chests next to the bowls. Huh. Free hopper.
Paisley, shut the fuck up.
I think Brandon and Mark are playing cards right now. Couple of nerds.
Couple of fucking nerds. What kind of cards they playing?
Magic.
Oh.
I believe. I know the place they were going to primarily plays. I mean, they're, I guess, nerd store.
Okay.
All the fun types of card games, whatnot. I'm sure they have multiple monster manuals for D&D and whatnot. I'd rather, they'd come over and play that like we used to. We used to do nerd nights. That should be fun.
Didn't Jared come play with you guys?
No.
I know Jared played D&D with somebody. Oh, it must have been JJ.
No, Jared's been over here, I believe, once. And we played Halo the entire time.
He used to play D&D with somebody because I even got him D&D dice for Christmas one year.
Hey, dice?
A couple years ago?
I never have too many. I have like 4 or 5 sets in my kitchen drawer. Like I bought your basic plastic multi-dice set, and I was like, okay, it's cool. And then the guy who does the DMing, he was just like, hey, I found these really cool metal dice. And I was just like, yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, I bought him some nice dice that I found at some nerd store.
Okay.
Some sort.
Oh, speaking of nerd stores, when Brandon and I went to Gurney a couple weeks ago, there's a nerd store there. That store is incredibly dangerous for me. One of the first things I saw when I walked in is just like tons of comic books, a bunch of other Marvel, DC things, and then right behind that was just freaking hundreds of Funko Pops. And then they have records, finals. They also had books. They had a used electronics area, like...
Oh boy, one of those.
Yeah, just basically nostalgia in one place. and the prices were actually really good. Like they had a Baby Yoda, frickin' what is it, a 12-inch frickin' Funko Pop, $40.
You bought it?
No.
Oh.
No, the one Funko Pop I bought was Snowball in the mech suit from Rick and Morty. And
Okay.
that's one of the 8-inch figures.
Mhm.
It's one of the taller ones. And I was just like, yep, getting this one. I told him, I said, if there's any Fallout 4 or BioShock ones, I'll buy them. And we didn't see any there.
I think the only 8-inch Funko I have is Baymax.
Ooh, that's an awesome one. I'd definitely get Baymax. Like, that was such a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
And they did a TV show, and the TV show was really good.
Never saw the TV show.
It was pretty good. You might like, I mean, if you liked Big Hero 6.
I did.
I was jonesing hard for more, and it hit the spot, but when I finished it, I was jonesing even harder. Like, no, I need more.
I watched it with Jensen. My excuse was that, he had to see it. So.
Yeah. You say this is his favorite movie, but, he hasn't said anything about it.
Yeah.
Shut up, it's his favorite.
He said it's his favorite.
I mean, Fall Out Boy, that soundtrack on there was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Like, their music in that movie was just perfect. It got you hype.
Yeah, I don't remember if Dana liked it or disliked it or just was, in the middle somewhere.
Well, we're gonna say she liked it, otherwise I'm gonna hate her forever. So she loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Loved it.
Yeah, I was watching one of the guys, XB Crafted. He's one of the players on season 9 of Hermitcraft right now. When I was watching him, he made an Iron Giant reference. And he was just like, yeah, you guys need to see that. If you haven't, you're missing out. And I was just, man.
Who hasn't seen Iron Giant?
People under our age.
I guess.
People who need to see it.
People who need to, obviously.
Yeah, because it's amazing. What? Like, that movie was... I don't want to say it was my childhood, but it was definitely a big highlight of it. Oh, I didn't want to place a log there. I would have a log there. Oh, I need...
I found 7 diamonds. Luckily, I found luckily I have a pickaxe with silk touch.
Oh, so you can take it home and break it later once you get fortune?
Yep, that's my plan.
Yeah. I have 5 deep slate diamond ore blocks sitting in my one chest for I don't know why.
Because why not?
I mean, not like I need it. I don't use diamonds for anything anymore. I don't think. I just used one. Don't you need that and 8 blocks of wood to make a jukebox?
I thought you just needed a diamond for a jukebox.
I think you had to surround it with wood blocks.
I mean, yeah, and wood blocks, but
Yeah.
I didn't think it needed to be in. I didn't think it needed to be a diamond ore though.
No. That's what I meant.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I don't use diamonds like ever.
Gotcha.
Period. Or not. I doesn't use them for things. Got myself another trident today
Very nice.
and got murdered in the process. So I was redoing the underside of the new massive iron farm, getting rid of the weird earth stuff underneath it. I was like, I'll just make it its own little water thing. It's just a platform out in the water. I started building the legs for it and realized I didn't care that much.
Well,
Cared
I mean,
enough to get rid of all the dirt and blocks surrounding it, but I was just like, it looks better than it did, and I'm never gonna look down in the water. Somebody else has a problem with it, they can fix it. I've already spent like 6 hours on this stupid stuff. Where should I put this trident? So I'm not gonna do it. I thought I'll just throw it in the weapons chest in my room.
oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, March pulled out a trident the other day. What are you doing with that? Ooh, cool. He actually bought it though.
Okay.
I was like, you realize you have arrows that do more damage than a trident, and you don't have to wait for them to come back. Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, it is. It's really cool. Tridents
not
are the
wrong.
shit. Yeah, tridents are really sweet. But I did that dance. I did that dance quite hard in my vanilla world, where I carried the 2 loyalty 3 channeling ones, and then I kept the one riptide one. I was just like, well, if I don't carry those, it frees up 3 inventory slots.
Yeah.
Store this dirt.
I think the only time I ever carried a trident with me was when I did my bedrock world.
Really? Well, I remember you were saying in your server you never actually got a trident in the one.
Yep.
So that would make sense. It wasn't like, oh, I got like 14 tridents, but I'm not going to carry
I'm
any.
gonna fucking use this shit.
Yeah, it was like, well, you can't use it if you never frickin' had it.
It's true.
Oh,
Tis
man.
true.
I can't put... Okay, I can do it, I think. I guess I'll bust out the block above it and hope it doesn't turn into a, just a regular dirt block. I wanted to put a grass block one in the vault. Ugh. I forgot we're in a mountaintop. The color of the grass on top is quite gross. No, I
On a
didn't want
mountaintop.
to.
Oh, you're talking about like the actual color of the actual grass.
Yes. Because I have a ton of dirt blocks that I still touched. So I have grass blocks, but the way my vault is set up, the top blocks where I display them above the chests they're stored in, it's directly underneath another block. I mean, it's a vault. I'm not just gonna have crazy open air above everything, but if you put a grass block under a regular block, it kills the grass.
Yep.
So I just put an air block above it, and I hope that works. It should. If it doesn't, then fuck it all. I'll figure something out. I think I'll go to the Guardian farm to repair my tools.
I wish I had tools to repair.
You
A long
could.
way to do
You
that.
You just gotta play in my modded world. And you can have all the tools to repair in the world.
I know.
I actually, in my... Oh, I gotta break this. In the Guardian farm, I was trying to build up inventory again. So, as I was working on it, I just go and swipe the accumulation once every 30 seconds, like they say.
Uh-huh.
But what the hell? How is he hitting me? There's a Guardian that's actually hitting me right now.
And you're not standing on any water at all.
No.
That's odd.
Why did I just pick up multiple blocks? Where are these blocks from? What blocks were they? Prismarine shard and prismarine crystals. Oh, that's so weird. The chest broke. So instead of the chest being double wide, I don't know how this happened, but somebody shift clicked it, so it's no longer... I gotta kill these guys, then I'm gonna break the chest, then I'm going to grab this, and then I'm going to shift click that. Okay. We should be good now. I think I fixed it. I'm assuming Mark busted something, because that wasn't me. Yeah, so when I finish the shulker farm, Mark goes over there, and the first thing he does is flies up and lands on the fucking killing platform for the shulkers. And the killing platform transports them in a circle. It picks them up and then drops them off between two stacks of soul sand with a snow block in them.
Okay.
So it will freeze them to death if the entity cramming doesn't kill them first.
Okay.
So he flies up there and he stands there within range, and he just gets closer and closer, and all of a sudden all the shulkers start shooting at him. And as soon as the one in the cart shoots at him, it breaks the cart. So now there's none of them getting transported, and they're just piling up. And he's just like, hey, they're really mad at me. And I was like, dude, I told you not to go up there. And so I was just really mad. So I went back to my base so I could get an invisibility potion so I could go fucking place another mine cart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really irritated because it took how many hours to make that fucking
I
farm.
bet. Yeah.
And then I finally got the shulker there. That was the worst part. Was getting it there. That my fucking heart can't take much of that. anytime that fucker would pop open, like I just freeze and hide
Oh.
behind something. Yeah, I just gotta hide, or else it's gonna see you. It's gonna either injure itself and kill itself when we've gotten it this far.
Or it's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, is when you have an invisibility potion, you can't wear your elytra.
How come? I guess I didn't.
Your armor doesn't go invisible.
Oh, yep.
So you're pretty much stark naked and, trying to survive. And if it hits you and you float up and you're still in the void, like I mean I carried it with. It's one of those things that if I start floating, I mean he saw me, it's already, the cover's already blown, so might as well, make sure I don't die when I land. But yeah, it's super stressful. And I mean, I learned with the teleporter or the Waystones mod, you can transport a shulker via a train card. But as soon as it tries to be teleported, it tries to leave.
Okay.
So if you can force it to not be able to exit, I mean, I sent it, I tried to send it like 20 sometimes, and it worked the one time. And it was another one of those scenarios where I had the first couple times I tried it, I had left the return crystal in. So when that chunk loads, it would send the shulker back. So one of the first couple times I tried it, it just kept spamming. So it did the teleportation sound. It was just constantly doing that sound because it was sending the minecart back and forth.
Okay.
Even though this shulker had hopped off and was just sitting next to it watching it. But yeah, if you eliminate all the blocks around it, I mean, I don't even know if that's 100% effective, but it worked. It could have been a fluke. And it was one of those that, thankfully, it doesn't matter anymore. I got it into the farm.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
I mean, once you get it in the farm and turn the farm on, it forces the shulker to duplicate itself. And the way this farm works is there's like an extra 10 spaces they can teleport into at the top of the farm. And once those spaces are full, they can only go to the basically the killing area.
Okay.
So those 10 spaces are always occupied in case yours kills itself. So this farm, and the way they did the redstone is this farm is automatic every. I flip one switch and it runs. That's all I have to do. If the shulker dies, it does an auto detect and it will drop a new shulker in. It's so much extra redstone work, but it's really clever.
Worth it, obviously.
Yeah, well, and the thing is like some of the other farms I was looking at, I was like, oh, it's so much easier to build, but it's like, yeah, well, congratulations, you spent all this time, but now your shulker's dead, so you got to go get another one.
Yeah.
And if that would have been the case, I would have run this farm till my guy died, and that would have been it. They said sometimes you'll get an hour of runtime out of it before he dies. You'll get a couple hundred shells. Other times you'll get 100,000 shells out of one shulker. It's like I don't know if I want to find out. I mean, my shulker could have killed himself after the third one for all I fucking know. But all I know is this farm is fully stocked, and it's cool to watch. As a chunk loaders, so I didn't realize those were as simple as they are. I mean, there's a little bit of redstone fuckery, but it's a redundancy to make sure your stuff doesn't break itself or shut itself off.
I don't think I've had to deal with that yet. At all.
What?
I said I don't think I've ever had to deal with that.
Well, you haven't scaled up your farm building.
Yeah, no, not like you.
I,
This
I
shit's nuts.
that's recent. But see, the thing is that's my play style. So, the whole play survival till it plays like creative. Well, it's been playing like creative, so now I gotta do something to make it either more exciting or to step out of my comfort zone. And, I feel like a shulker farm is the farthest I want to go with this comfort zone. That shit, I don't ever want to do it again. Like, I cannot stress how much bullshit it was. Like, I've watched these guys doing streams and, like, okay, maybe we need to do it with 2 or 3 people and it'll be tolerable. But when it was just me, it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
Like, getting it into the minecart was fucking easy. That was the easy part. Laying the track was pretty easy. The teleporter was the bullshit. And, I mean, if I did it the vanilla way, it's doable, but I would have to make a track duplicator. And I would essentially have to build a semi-parallel track so that we could follow it and maintain it being loaded so it doesn't despawn. Because me flying next to it, it wouldn't work. I almost crashed into the shulker farm and ruined everything. Well, because I was flying by it, and then I got too close, and I heard it open, and I was like, I swear to God, it's going to break the fucking thing, and we're screwed.
Yeah.
I was just like, we're like less than 200 blocks from the farm. Like, if it gets out now, I am going to cry. Oh, and then the part that just annihilated me. All this work, I got the entire line from the spawn spot all the way to the farm. And I had to make sure I moved the farm way farther away because it was too close and it was in the world spawn area. And my lag was phenomenal. So I had to make sure the farm was farther away. So, you gotta tear it apart and rebuild it. Awesome.
Fun.
And I got the whole track for the carts all the way there. I was off by 1 block.
Of course you were.
Well, and when it dropped the shulker, it didn't drop down into the farm because it dropped 1 block to the right. So it landed on the rail, but there was no direction to it. So I had to don another invisibility potion and break a track, place a block, and then power that rail so it sent it off in the direction it should have gone.
Yeah.
God, that was so stressful. But yeah, once it was in there, I stood there and my heart was beating out of my chest because he said it would take a few seconds for the farm to do anything because it had to register. Well, it didn't do anything. And it wasn't doing anything, and I waited for like 2 minutes, just like on the verge of, croaking. And I was just like, well, I never finished the tutorial, which is probably not a smart thing. But the place I ended the tutorial was him pushing it into the farm, the shulker.
Yeah.
So that was where I had gotten to, and I was just like, oh no. And so I was like, well, maybe you got to turn the farm on for the redstone to detect whether or not there's a thing there. So I went and flipped the switch, and sure shit, shulker dropped down in there all the way, and all of a sudden I heard more shulkers, and a couple seconds later I went to the nether, saw that, turned on the hitboxes because you're not supposed to be anywhere near the killing chamber. I mean, it's like 100 some blocks above you.
Okay.
So I had to turn on my hitboxes so I could see the blue line where they were looking. And then I could see they were actually going in there, and then the shells started trickling down and started getting faster and faster. But yeah, the farm can barely keep up. Like he even said you could add a second minecart to it,
Jesus.
and I could. The only thing is I guess with I believe every single rail in that circuit is powered except the 4 corners. Or actually, no, it's only 3 corners because it does one of those weird glitches by having 2 power rails next to each other, but the cart still manages to turn. I don't remember, but it works. But I'm just always afraid to throw a second cart on there because I've had it where you render the chunk and all of a sudden like the carts will touch and they'll counter each other, and
Yeah.
now you've got a farm not collecting.
You know, I would leave it alone for sure, if it were me.
One thing is, like I already said, I already got more shulker shells than I'll ever fucking.
Yep.
I gave Mark 2 stacks. That's 64 shulkers. It's a full chest plus 10.
And he'll never use that many either.
Well, when I went to show him how to get diamonds, when we were in the trading hall, I told him, I said, empty your inventory, everything. If we're trying to fill these hoppers as quick as we can, we want to fill every inventory slot with a diamond tool. You don't need your hotbar. We're completely safe in here. So you can get rid of everything, food and everything. And it took him like 5 minutes. I was like, do you have a shulker box to throw your shit into? Or a chest? And he was just like not on me. And I was like, dude, there's a fucking ender chest here. You have them in your base. Like, you built them into the floor in your sorter room like I do because I use them. Like, I've got them like every 15, 20 blocks in the vault.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because it allows me to organize my shit a lot faster because I'll go in there with 20 full shulker boxes of stuff, and when I pick up an empty, I don't want it on me.
Yep.
So you just dump it in that chest. I mean, unfortunately, I keep a lot of empty chests in that box for that reason, because, you know, might as well have an empty shulker with 27 slots instead of a singular slot in the ender chest. But, like, he didn't have any of that. No, it's just, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I left at least 13 shulkers at his base. Like, I know he has them.
As I'm just not using them.
Yeah. Well, and he's building sorters and stuff, and I haven't even finished building my sorter. Well, I mean, it's built. I gotta run a hopper pipe across the top, and that's it. But I don't need a sorter. The vault, for me, is just all overflow.
Baby,
Wow.
go whoop. Oh man, dude, getting buried treasure underwater in hardcore is stressful.
I believe it's stressful and not hardcore. You know how many times I've almost passed out because I still hold my breath?
You hold your own breath.
I don't think about it. It's fucking subconscious. I do it during movies too.
I've done that before.
Yeah, and I don't know why I waste my time because movies, obviously, super realistic.
Of
Why we
course.
love them so much. But like, it's something I used to do as a kid, and the only reason I think about it is my sister always made fun of me because I wouldn't even notice myself doing it until like somebody would dive deep under the ocean and like fucking 40 seconds later you hear me
What the
like,
fuck are you doing?
what's wrong with you? It's just like, oh, I was holding my breath. Like, you're an idiot.
Yes, yes, I are.
You- All right. Guardian farm is fixed. So what farm should I build next? I kind of want to do one or both variations of the ink farms. Because I want to be able to make dark prismarine. That's one of the few blocks I don't have infinite of.
It used
So
to
I'd
be
like to be able to change that.
It used to be so easy to make the glow squid farm.
Well, from what I was seeing, the hardest part is you gotta clear out a bunch of shit. Because basically, you just gotta, from my understanding, you gotta dig a big ass hole. It's got to be pitch dark inside, and it's got to be filled with water.
Oh, duh, axolotl farm.
Yeah, that's what I see people using for most of their ink farms.
Yep, that's what I had for
And
mine, but they made it a little more difficult now with the updates.
yeah, with only being able to get them from lush caves. Speaking of which, I gotta go explore that other lush cave
What's going on,
more.
6 Squids? I'm glad I could help you out. I appreciate the support, man. Yeah, ever since they did that stupid ass update.
No, I haven't really had any issues finding axolotls.
I mean, you can only find them in the lush caves now, though.
Yeah, you just gotta find a lush cave,
I
and
know.
I have found a bunch.
Did you ever see my old one? My old axolotl farm? Like, you'd go through the netherite portal, or the nether portal, and there was like 70 of them on
Yes,
the other side?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember seeing that because Wes was going through, I think, the Nether Hub or something, and there were just like a shitload of them, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, RIP. RIP to doing that, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm hoping... I'm hoping Wes can stream tomorrow night with us. Or
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah, I remember when you guys were showing me your vanilla world.
Heck, when you first
And
started playing.
yeah, and I remember seeing the houses in the town and stuff, and I was like, I'm never gonna be able to do that sort of thing.
And now I'm looking at you like, I'm never going to be able to do that sort of thing.
Well, no. See, the thing is I still can't build buildings and shit like that for fuck all. No, I can't. The texturing, the gradients, the stuff you guys do is just bonkers. Whether you're following a tutorial or not, that's bonkers. But like, I built a woodland mansion. Like, I put my own spin on it. Like, I
You know,
can do it.
yeah, no, that was awesome.
But like, I've changed, like, it's changed a bunch since you saw it. I mean, interior wise. Exterior wise, I don't care because I never see the outside of it. Unless I jump down to go farm my geode. But like, with the mod, the building gadgets, like, we have the block exchanger tool, so you don't have to break blocks. You just pick the block you want, and then just run around the house swapping stuff out. I've changed the floors in here half a dozen times. And it's so easy, and like I love being able to do it because it's not like a grind. Like some of the other stuff, when I would build it, it's just like, it's not the greatest, but it's good enough that I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna adjust it.
Yeah.
Now I can just go nuts. I started building the floor in the workshop room. I added. The floor is probably like 15% shulker boxes now. It's because I've got them. I have too many. So then I was thinking, I was like, I could do an entire like wall art decoration with just shulkers, like a pixel art.
That'd be kind of cool.
But it would. But it's like, building ridiculous farms is kind of more my thing, I guess.
Well, in that case, I'll give you the IP address to our server.
It's hardcore. This is not going to work.
Come on.
You will be left with like a third of a farm.
Oh shit.
Well, what happened? He fell off the farm and died.
Well, he got started at least.
I died underneath our iron farm earlier today because I was redoing the bricks under it, and Drowned was throwing a trident at me. That's I lost 180 some levels or something.
Jesus.
That's nothing. 180 levels I can get in 45 minutes at the trading hall.
That's insane to me.
The XP from the trading hall is more OP than the Guardian farm.
Really?
With the trading block turned off, yeah. 100%.
There's a village.
It was so annoying. I had to place those global XP blocks all over the place to absorb the orbs, so they didn't constantly swarm me, and I heard that obnoxious sound nonstop. It's like the Guardian farm would do it, but on occasion the orbs would run out before the 2 refill waves would happen.
Yeah.
So I always waited for them to stop dropping and then float up, so you'd get them all in one swing. So there are a lot of times that the orbs would stop being absorbed, or they would stop coming. I'd get them all before all the guardians would be there. This, if I do a series of trades, like if I fill my inventory with emeralds from arrows, it will last a good 2-3 minutes afterwards.
Okay.
I try to avoid it because it's super obnoxious. So I built multiple XP blocks to place around. Let me see what mine's at, because I started using that one. I have my XP block is 285 levels saved in it. That is 330 XP, or 330,000 XP. That's the one I keep in my shulker box if I need to enchant stuff. Let's take a look at the other one in my enchanting. I believe that one's in the 200 range as well. Nope, it's 91. I was off by a lot.
Just a few.
Yeah, alright, let's go Villager Hall 2. This one's at 160. This Villager Hall has existed for 5 days? 4 days? Do I have any other XP blocks around here? No. Okay, let's go to villager hall number 1, technically 2. Okay, this one I have a block up there. What's that one at? 337. It's 460,000 XP. But that's the one that I did the bulk of my emerald trading through.
Okay.
But yeah, lots of levels.
Yeah, well,
But level,
I'm level 28, so
yeah, but you die, that's gone forever.
until West backs us over up.
That's true. But then all those precious diamonds go kaput.
This is true.
I gotta go back to the vault to grab more food. No, I have more available. I don't know if I brought any pig here.
Oh yeah, this is the village we're already at.
Oh, there it is. Excellent. Go. There were a lot of times that I forgot to use the XP blocks and died with an insane amount of levels. After I'd gotten all the emeralds, I was messing around. I think I went, yeah, I was dropping everything off at Mark's farm or his the pyramid, and you know how he hates to light stuff up. I accidentally poked a hole in the floor and fell down there and got blown up by a creeper and lost, like, I think I was in the neighborhood of 300 levels.
And Mark,
But, you know, well, levels don't do anything when you're not enchanting stuff.
it's true.
Like, if I enabled the cost of levels for teleporting, I mean, that would be one viable use for it, but I feel like it penalizes me more than other people because I'm one of the I'm one of the only people playing server timed out. It did it to me earlier today, right after I signed in, like first thing this morning. I was so mad. I restarted the server and just started browsing other server providers. Like the one I was looking at, I was like, "Ooh, this looks good." And then I looked at the price. I was like, "What do you mean $100 to get started?" I was like, "Is that like for the software to run it?" Oh man, now it's not even letting me back in the server. All right, guess you're getting restarted again. But like,
That's just insane.
seriously, I'm paying more money than I should for this probably. And I have the RAM maxed out for the amount of players. But if I double what I'm paying, I can get, I think, 10 to 15 people on the server.
And that's
But
just
then
what
it
that's
only,
just what it's recommended, but that's also a recommended number of players for the server for regular playing. And I wouldn't consider what you're doing regular playing either.
but it's not, I mean, it is kind of weird. But it only increases the RAM by 2.
I'm not even talking about the mods. I'm talking about like your far and fast traveling, because I'm assuming
Oh,
most of your server space
it,
is taken up by like all your distance traveled, like everything that's like unlocked on the map, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I guess. But we were dealing with this in vanilla. I haven't changed anything server setting wise since vanilla.
Okay.
I was at the same 7 or so. Stop it, cat. The same 7 or so gigs. Like I'd have there's multiple steps. Like you can have 4 people on or 6 or 8, 10. It's not until 10 that you get your first RAM bump upgrade.
Okay.
But like at that price, just like, well, I might as well go with one of the fancier ones. But the amount of work I have in this, I'm not super stoked to start over.
Yeah, say for Shockblight it goes strictly by RAM size.
Yeah, and I could do that because like there's probably not going to be more than 4 people on this server at one time. I mean, I'd like to have more people on. I like watching people play with a bunch of other people, but running a server, like those people, they got somebody doing that full time. I
Yep.
can't do that. Like I can manage maybe 4 people playing. Like I know with you guys, it's not an issue because you're not going to be griefing other people or causing issues or anything like that.
Yep.
You guys are
There's not a lot to.
safe players.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's not a lot to have to monitor and fix and.
exactly. It's basically, oh, I got to do this because the server went down, or I got to make sure I do a backup. That's easy. But when it comes down to doing crazy stuff, I don't have the time to dedicate to it.
Yep.
Like I'd love to be able to get 10 people on a server at once. It's like hanging out with people and doing stuff. Like it's way more fun to do end busting with another person. Like I enjoy doing it alone, but it's more fun when other people get to have fun too.
Yeah, I agree.
And like facing the Ender Dragon, like a I didn't honestly think I'd ever be able to take him on alone, and I managed it.
Oh yeah, I mean after you do it like the first or second time, I mean shit. After I did it a few times, I was just like, all right, Wes, I'm gonna go beat him 20 times so we can
Yeah.
finish this.
Oh, I want to try with my new arrows. I wonder, cause with the beds, the fucking the explosive damage using beds against it, I
Yeah.
bet exploding arrows would be pretty cool too.
Oh, I'm sure it would.
I would have to turn off world damage though, or block damage, only because we're gonna miss a lot of shots. And they're gonna come down on the end island. At least a bunch of them are, and I don't want to have to be repairing the island as we're fighting.
Oh, come on.
I mean, actually, I would probably fight with lightning arrows because that's not an option. Like, you can't do channeling there, but with the lightning arrows, it happens regardless.
That'd be pretty cool.
So that's super overpowered, but way cool. I mean, they might not. I don't know if they. I don't know how lightning damage is programmed into the game. Because I was watching a guy today that was explaining the damage physics from a lightning strike, but I don't know how similar the mod is. Don't know if they, copy and pasted the code or if they did their own little splash damage thingy. I don't know. I mean, I can scale it up too. I can make it incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
I have the same capabilities as they did with the TNT arrow. You saw what we could do with that.
Oh, I sure did. You can break your server with it.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. Because, like, I fired it and I was like, it didn't do anything. And all of a sudden, we were both kicked out of the server.
All right, I lied. It did a lot of things.
Well, and then the second you go back in, everything's on fire and it says, you died. Oh, guess it worked. I mean, that I kind of did something like that again. There is a project that exists in my world that I'm not ready to show you guys yet
Oh boy.
because I don't think I'm ever going to get it to work. I had to cheat to bring it into the world. Because there's no way I was building it. And there's no way I could do a schematic to build it.
Well, now I'm curious.
So, there's a tree farm I really wanted.
Okay.
It is an insanely large tree farm. Shulkercraft made it.
Okay.
They made it look like a gigantic tree too. They did a pixel art. It's really cool. But between the green concrete and the black concrete for it, there's over 20,000 of just those two blocks.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, that doesn't include what's inside it. There is a monstrous redstone machine in there that has 4 blast chambers. I think it's 4. My brain started to hurt after I was trying to work on it. So one of the fun things about the copy paste tool is you can copy and paste stuff, but depending on how long it takes to load something in or for it to generate, a lot of redstone gets broken.
Okay.
A lot of rails get broken. So a lot of stuff goes wrong. And you gotta fix that stuff before you can even run the farm. And so my scope, my understanding of redstone is still quite rudimentary. It's getting better, but it's nowhere near the greats, the mumbo jumbos, the Doc M77s, the guys that make the fucking world eaters.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I'll ever make it there. Like my brain, I still have a hard time wrapping my brain around certain flying machines. Like maybe one day. So, anyways, it's a massive tree farm, and I imported it into the world. I built it. It's in the world somewhere. I don't know if I even remember where it is. But so I spent a while. I went around it and I attempted to fix the stuff I could figure out for the redstone. And a lot of that was the TNT duplicators. Those all broke.
Okay.
So I was fixing it. So there was a water source block glitch that happened when it was getting imported. So you had to fix that and then replace the TNT for it to be duplicated. So I got that fixed on a bunch of the chambers, but like this stuff is so complex that I doubt I would ever even notice something wonky about it. So I decided I was just like, everything looks, like it's in place and all the water sources are on and running and flowing and Like, this looks more or less how I imagine it should look. I was like, I want to see what happens if I turn it on. Well, the server crashes. And I didn't know if I wanted to unload the whole build because that could break things worse. But the good news now is I can't get rid of it. So I've already built more things with that copy and paste tool, and I can only do one undo. So it's there.
All right.
There is a massive tree somewhere in this world, and the only way you guys can get to it, you gotta explore. Because I found this waystone, and that's where I placed it. It was a waystone out in the middle of fucking nowhere that, like, I was like, oh, there's nothing good around here. We'll try this. And I broke the world, so... But it only crashed the first time I turned it on, or the first time I flipped the switch. When I
So have
signed back in,
you haven't used it though, right?
I can't. It doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is I was like, well, I kind of want to, maybe I want to spend some free time here and see if I can wrap my head around some of this, you know, reverse engineer. Because what I was doing is for me to make that build, I had to open it in a creative world. I had to get the world download of it. And then I copied it with the copy and paste tool in that world. That's how I built the iron farm. I copied that. Well, I copied parts of that. Copied it to the clipboard, went into my world, pasted it from the clipboard into a schematic, uploaded that into the copy paste tool, and then it gives you a build list. So as long as you have every one of those pieces in your inventory, when you right click, it will build it where you place it.
Okay.
And that's how I've been able to build some of this stuff. That's how I built the shulker farm. Most of that. That's how I built the iron farm. That's how I moved an ocean monument to the Guardian farm. Like, had I known that was an option from the get-go, I wouldn't have wasted like 40 hours building a stupid woodland mansion. I would have gone into the woods, copied one, tore it down, and built it on a slab of dirt in the sky.
Yeah, where's the fun in that though?
Well, it would have been made out of the same wood and same stone.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wish it was easier to modify one of those files where I could say, you know, instead of oak, make it out of gold or something, where you could just swap ingredients like that, but it's not that easy.
Yeah.
I tried. I mean, I'm sure some wizard out there knows how to do it, but I are not that smart. Yeah, that was actually the scan limit for the copy paste tool for that tree.
Okay.
That can scan 125 by 125 by 125. So, yeah, a very large. I also had to spend a bunch of time lighting up the top of it because holy mob spawns.
Well,
Maybe that's act.
with how big you described it being, I can only imagine.
Yeah, I took a picture of it, and then I was just like, I don't know if I want Mark to know this is here. I was like, he seems like the type that would be like, I'm gonna go take a look at it, and
Burn it down.
"Oh, I'm gonna punch this thing, but it's TNT. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that absolutely sounds like something he would do.
And if I determine that this is a lost cause, I gotta dismantle it. At least the redstone aspect, because I can tell you the frame rate in that area isn't phenomenal.
Yeah, it's
Just the
unfortunate.
sheer scale of the tree. I mean, we'd be set for wood for life. But unfortunately, they actually stripped a ton of bark off, so if you wanted to use it for building, you're kind of shit out of luck unless you wanted stripped wood. But either way, it's a lot of resources, and yeah, there's no way I would have been able to.
Is that your cat still? Cody?
What?
Is that your cat?
Yeah,
You
very
are
annoying.
you are right. He is nice and obnoxiously loud.
Well, this is the different one. You've heard two of the three. The other one's currently sitting on the kitchen table judging me, so
Well,
he's at least doing it quietly, so it's all good.
true.
Ooh, I didn't realize I was almost out of room on the farm wing of the teleporter hub. I have one spot left, and
Ooh.
I guess I gotta start. Oh. I think I gotta redo this wing.
Why? What'd you do?
No, it's just okay. So you've seen pictures of my teleporter hub.
Yes.
I have, different wings. So like I have farms going down one, resources down another, biomes down another, player bases down another. Now that I've filled the farms part, I only have 245 of the locations, so I should move those to one of the other wings that only has one or two. And then I can run farms down the opposite side of the hallway, so that entire hallway will all be farms
Okay.
instead of just half the hallway. I mean, it would make more sense if you were looking at it. You'd be like, hey, that makes sense. Yeah, I have a wooded badlands with a lush cave biome.
Okay.
Pretty nifty.
What is Bob?
But like we had the beach where we got all our sand from, except Mark and took a ton of sand from his area. Hey, why would you do that? Fuck
Mark.
up part of your area to make the other part of your area look good. Like no, you fuck up a different area that nobody's ever gonna see or care about. then your whole base area and the surrounding area can look okay instead of, you know, oh, look, a base. Oh, a bomb went off next to it. I actually realized that the beach that I've been stealing all that sand from isn't actually terribly far from our teleporter hub. Oh, maybe that's what I should do. Do more exploring.
Yeah, that's what I just got done doing, actually.
I'm hesitant to do more exploring because if the server's gonna fucking crash, that's gonna be what causes it. Like, oh, you wanted chunks loaded?
Ah,
Think again. Oh, I found the tree on the map. You can see it.
well, with how large it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of green, but it's enough that it sticks out on the map. I was just like, why does it look like a top-down view of a creeper? Oh, that's wait a minute. What the hell? Are you serious? Oh no. Oh no. Um,
What'd you do?
I might have built the villager training hall very close to that. I need to go to the village training hall. I was like, what's this thing surrounded by torches? You
That's
gotta
it.
be fucking kidding me. It's the training hall. So I should theoretically hit map. Okay, I should. How far until I see it? Okay, been about 5 seconds. There it is. Oh my god, we are really close. Son of a bitch. Oh no. This is not good. Not good at all. I thought way farther. Right. I mean, it's actually I'm getting 60 frames a second, and oh, I turned my head and got 19.
Big
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna fly up to the top. I'm not gonna try and run. Oh, that's a lot of redstone to fly face first into.
Uh,
Oh my god, there's so much redstone. But like, there's so many different hoppers and stuff. What is filling these upper hoppers? I don't understand. It makes no sense.
well, I'm letting you know right now. I'm placing these stairs down, and then as soon as I am done, I am going back and I am hopping off.
Nerd.
I know. I'm waking up with the baby tomorrow, but I will be streaming tomorrow.
Nerd. Install some mods so you can see the super fucked up tree.
I'm gonna have to.
Gotta do it.
I keep telling
Then
myself
you
I
can
have to, and then I don't.
you can come in here and you can point out right away like, yep, it's this redstone block.
Fuck.
I should see where the template is. I have it somewhere. I think it was like 300 some redstone block. Like, I looked at some of the ingredients just because I wanted to know. It was, I think, a couple thousand obsidian. Oh, yeah, I definitely didn't fix everything. There is a serious leak going on right here. Yeah, I give up. I gotta leave already. Oh, I died. Yep. Okay, now I gotta go back there. Oh no, that's so far away. Let's see if I can remember the waystone. Is it this one? It is. Okay, cool. I remembered it. Just had to wait for the whole chunk to load in. Well, actually, I think this is like 4 or 5 chunks. Maybe more. Here, F3 and G. Ow, I'm being injured. Gotta at least get
And yeah,
inside and get my gear.
4 or 5 chunk tree, that's ginormous. A 1 trunk tree
4 or
would be
5.
ginormous.
What now?
You should say that the tree's 4 or 5 chunks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking huge.
Okay, so the show chunk borders, that's a sub chunk, right?
Yes.
And that's what, a fourth of a chunk? Oh, is that red outline? Is that a full chunk? Okay. Okay, so that definitely the leaves. Okay, so yeah, that's 1 full chunk. 2. Yeah, I think it's like 4 chunks.
Dude, that's fucking ginormous.
Yeah. Get rid of chunk. And if I really wanted to know, I could pay attention to the F3. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted map. Didn't want to get shot by arrows. Ha! Ha! There's a skeleton fighting a zombie. That's kind of awesome, actually. Okay, I gotta fly this way. Okay, that didn't work.